Good evening, my friends, and happy Monday to all of you. I hope you're having a great start to your week. Today, it's Opus Magnum. These machines aren't going to build themselves, right? We are working our way through the journal currently, and we were up to issue number 3, was it? And I have a feeling we were working on refined bronze. Were we not? We were indeed. Okay, I hope you guys are having a good start to your week. Yesterday's stream on Riven was super great fun. We're leaving that one on a bit of a cliffhanger, and it kind of made me think, we should play more. We should play more puzzle games. Air Hater in the chat and first time chatter. Hey, how are you doing? Saw you in the YouTube comment section the other day. Glad to have you here. Now, we didn't finish this puzzle last time out. I don't remember exactly how far we got. Let's have a look and see what it does. I think this bit works okay, and it's going to go and create some stuff for us. Right, and then it stopped, and then that's going to bump into there. Right, let's step this through then and see whereabouts we were up to. Hope you're having a great start to your week, Air Hater. Right, looking at arms number 1 and arms number 2. Oh, we don't actually have that many commands down here, considering how long we were working on this last time out. I thought it would be a little bit more than that. So here we are looking to break these mercuries out. The mercury is going to go and combine with the lead, and that will make tin. No, that makes iron. Sorry, rather it combines with tin to make iron. That's going to make copper. That first copper needs to wander off and go and do something. That is our bin for those, and our bin for those. Okay. So at this point, if we keep stepping through this, I think this is all just resetting now. So at this point we have 1 copper, 1 mercury. So we've got a copper here, a mercury here, and 2 tin. We'll try not to catch much, since I personally think that makes video experience worse, but wanted to wish you a good stream and ask, where in the pipeline is your Talos 1 playthrough, and if you've 100%ed Braid? So, Talos Principle is going live tomorrow. Episode 1 will be tomorrow at 4 o'clock. I've scheduled that for 3 slots a week initially. Like I'll see how I get on with the play. Do you know what though? Oh man! So I started it last week, I think, and it's been almost everything I've been playing for the last week. I've forgotten how good it was. Right? Like so the last time I played Talos Principle was literally 7 years ago, 7.5 years ago, something like that. I said, when I fired it up on Steam, I think it said like last played 2016 or something like that. So it's been a long time. Some of the puzzles I can remember, right? And like World A, we're pretty much breezing through. I really want to go for the stars this time though, because first time I played Talos Principle, didn't really get the stars. So that's really fun, and I think I've already like over the weekend I literally smashed through like 8 episodes of it. So I'm gonna load those up like 3 at a time. We'll do 3 episodes a week for now, because I don't know if I can maintain that speed of recording. And that's great. Braid, that was a blind playthrough. I've never beaten Braid before, but spoiler alert for anyone who's going to come and watch Braid, that is going to be a complete game. We did manage to 100% it. which I was incredibly pleased by, because like I got to the end of World 6 and I was like, okay, bad ending where? Because I got to the end of World 6 and I was like, what's unlocked? And then I'm like, nothing. And then like half an hour later of getting more puzzle pieces, I was like, shoot, it's not getting a certain number of pieces in each puzzle is getting those ladders at the top. You have to get every single piece in every world to get the ladders. And genuinely, I thought we weren't going to be able to do it. Like I was really tearing my hair out on that one. But yeah, spoiler alert, we do manage to get to World 1. And yeah, great game, Braid, brilliant game, really loved it. So that one, even though I believe we've got episode 3 up and running, that's 2 slots a week. I think I'm aware of that. Well, I tell you what, right? When we get to episode, I believe it's 9 episodes, right? So it'll be out over the next few weeks. I don't want to put them all live at the same time because the algorithm, unfortunately, it very much prioritizes regular uploading rather than peaks and troughs, right? So those are going to be 2 episodes a week for the next 4 weeks. We're up episode 3, so it'll be like the next 3 weeks that'll be over. And you can let me know when we get to episode 9 whether that is everything. I think it's everything, but it might not be. Oh, so yeah, no, so they're not Twitch VODs. I didn't do them on Twitch. So because of my personal situation, right? You know, I've got a daughter and so on. I only stream twice a week. So I stream on Sunday mornings and I stream on Monday evenings. That being Riven at the moment on Sunday and Opus Magnum at the moment on Monday. Everything else is like small bits of it's like small bits of quarter of an hour here, 20 minutes there, you know, whilst my wife goes and picks up my daughter from nursery and stuff. Like I'll record for 20 minutes or something, and that's just simply because like the nature of streaming is you kind of have to have an evening that's free that you're not going to be disturbed in, whereas recording, I can record with the baby monitor here, and if my baby wakes up, then I can just pause the recording and then come back, and it's just a little cut in the video, and that's fine. So everything that's not done just like 1 week at a time is actually recorded for YouTube and isn't broadcast live. I prefer streaming because I prefer having natural interaction, natural conversations with people as I stream, but the reality of it is that, you know, I just cannot have the schedule to do it. If you think all the jigsaw pieces are 100%, it isn't. So I know there's a little bit more beyond the jigsaw pieces. I know that there are some brown books which require reading, and there are some puzzles in the epilogue about that. But if there's anything further than that, genuinely the ending, the epilogue, I didn't understand it, and I say in the recording, I don't understand the epilogue. But you know, so I will anticipate your insights in the comment section. Okay, let's come back to this problem on Opus Magnum. So that gets binned, that gets binned. That set of commands, when we repeat it, is going to get us... Yes, right. We want to shift these out. Do you know what? I was wondering about the constellation outside the front of the house. So, you know what? I may well have missed something. Because I thought the constellation maybe pointed us towards World 1, and then I disregarded that once we got to World 1. So yeah, if there is... But there aren't any... I've got all the achievements for it, so... If there is anything extra, it wasn't particularly telegraphed. But yeah, maybe we'll fire it up for an episode 10, if there is something I've missed there. But yeah, Braid was great fun. And Talos Principle... Talos Principle I'm having a blast with, to be honest. It's so much better than I remember it. Like, I kind of vaguely remember Talos Principle. It's probably more to do with, like, the time that I played it, in honesty, but I vaguely remember the Talos Principle as being, like, yeah, pretty good puzzle game, like, probably not as good as Portal, but, you know, fairly competently done and whatever. But actually, I think when you start comparing things to stuff like Portal, it's a bit of an unfair comparison, right? Because Portal was obviously such a seminal work that I think maybe I'd been a little bit harsh on it. It's like with Fez, right? The first time I played Fez was just after I'd completed The Witness, right? And you should never play a good game straight after you've played a great game, right? Because the comparison's never going to be good. So, yeah, so I kind of regret having done that a little bit. Because Fez, I only really kind of started really thinking about how good that game actually was quite a long time after I finished playing it. But yeah. You won't be able to get them in one episode, at least 3 episodes. Oh, fair enough. Hey, that's great. Hey, Darkflow's in the chat. How are you, sir? Good to see you. Oh, it's absolutely fine. You know, the running joke is that the Monday stream is our Just Chatting stream where we also have a game on in the background. Like, to be honest, I do have like 2 or 3 really dedicated viewers who do watch my Talos Principle uploads on YouTube every week. So shout out to you guys. You guys are, you know, you're keeping the algorithm at bay for me. But the Opus Magnum is not my most popular series on YouTube. And to be fair, like, the Monday stream is more... It's more of a vibe stream, right? I encourage people to come down and have a chat, and that's really the point of the stream, right? It's a social stream. Last week, oh man, Matthew van der Vander, the creator of Taiji, great game incidentally, I'm never not going to shout that game out. Matthew van der Vander came to the stream, he was in the chat, and yeah, we basically spoke for an hour about all sorts of things, video game design, video game menu design specifically, and yeah, great fun, because I'm a big nerd when it comes to that sort of thing, and I love thinking about video game menus specifically. Darkflow says, my day was fine, not too standard, but hey, some change is always good. Ooh. Change afoot for you, Dark? Since I don't know if you have games planned in advance, I want to suggest 2. Obra Dinn and Can of Wormholes. Excellent. Okay, good. So Obra Dinn... It'd be really nice to go back to Obra Dinn. So Obra Dinn I have played before, and I've completed the journal before. It's a great game. Loved Obra Dinn. Yeah, strongly. I've bought it for other people as a gift. You know. Is Obra Dinn the kind of game that you can play a second time? Like, we certainly could play it. I mean, I'm certainly not going to remember who everyone is, right? But the way Obra Dinn has a moment of realization in it where you go, hey, I'm not bound by the physics of this memory, right? I can actually go and explore quite a lot of area right now, and I'm not just focusing on the person who's dead. I can go and look at all sorts of different things, and that's a kind of big moment in Obra Dinn, which you can't really replicate on a second playthrough. Also, things like the fact that you figure out stuff like the ocean is solid when you are in a memory, so you can literally like walk on the water and stuff like that, and none of that is telegraphed in the game. You kind of have to work it out for yourself. Keep space for other ones. Would skip it if you've completed it. Yeah, I've never. I haven't played wormholes. Like we can certainly add wormholes to the list. I have a Trello board where I have been sort of trying to keep a backlog of games to work through. Oh, sorry, no, I don't actually. It's not public. Maybe I could make it public, actually. That's not a bad shout. I tell you what, though, the Discord is definitely the place to go for general between streams chit-chat and stream suggestions and things like that. I'm also always after great suggestions on how to improve the actual streams themselves and make them more entertaining for people and so on. Again, with apologies to people watching this on YouTube in the future. But I'm also interested in hearing suggestions for how to make the YouTube videos better as well. I mean, like, you know, is the camera too large? Is the drop shadow too heavy? Etc., you know. Right. We want... The Mercury is going to stay there, and the next two Mercuries are going to come through. We want those tins to move away, and we want this guy to come out. Is this part of the track being used at all? No, currently number 2 isn't even moving at all, so that's fine. So what we're going to start doing then is we're going to get number 5 working from here. Best thing to do, so this is the repeated unit. We need... I would suggest that after number 5 takes the copper, which is created at this point right here, number 5 can grab this and just move it out the way and drop it, yeah. Because number 4, rather than going minus minus drop, number 4 could swing round 3 times and do a drop. Ah, no, not quite, not quite. We'll take that and we'll do an extra minus in there. Huh, that's weird. Oh, is it because the track isn't long enough? Yeah, it's because the track's not long enough. Right, because this Mercury could be dropped at this point. Yeah, by number 2. So yeah, could we, rather than resetting at that point, come to here? Oh, that lines up so neatly. That lines up so neatly as well. There we go. So number 5 is going to worry about creating copper bonds. Number 4 can now come back and work on the next section. Meanwhile, we need a number 6 to take this tin away. Yeah. we could... yeah. Bonding glyph here. Move you into that one. Number 4. Once number 4 resets, which is actually here, number 6 is going to go and do plus, grab, rotate, and actually just reset at that point. Oh, whoops, that wasn't what I was expecting to do. You personally found, whilst watching Taiji, even so much I understand that it's from the stream, kind of disliked how much it's cluttered with chit-chat. Don't think there's a good solution for that, cutting these parts out. So I wouldn't suggest to change that. Also, as a side note, even though I'm not English native, I was able to watch your videos in 1.5 times. Excellent. I speak pretty slowly, that's true. I mean, also, you know, there's a... when I always feel like I'm just talking all the time. But when I do come back to edit the videos later, I'm always surprised at how much of the video I've just left as me going, okay, next puzzle. Like, oh man, yeah. It's part of my presentation style that I really hate. It's very hard to get out of the habit of it. One thing that doing these videos and the streaming has improved for me a lot over the last year is my presentation style, for sure. Particularly presenting virtually. But still, I still hear myself all the time on the edits going, okay, what's this puzzle? Nimue says, I think your flow is really good. I think you have to say that, don't you? I feel like you might be legally obligated. Right. So, this is going plus on the same one that number 4 is doing here. So this needs to be like one further. And then they'll move in step with each other. That is fine. Good, good, good. Well, this is excellent. So what we can now do is I think everything's going to repeat. Now, if I do something as bold as literally doing that, is it going to repeat in the way that I expect it to? No, because I can see that that is repeating that section, not repeating it from the start. So maybe I actually need to highlight the relevant sections, or just highlight all of this. And I'll just go like that. And just move it all to here. Because now if I move to there, there we go. So that's basically working, and then we can sort of correct it. Nope, it breaks earlier than that. Ah, you are far too early. That's where you've gone wrong. So actually, no, this first one, this wants to be taken over to number 6 straight away. Yeah, so this first one from number 4. Yeah, this first one from number 4 wants to go minus, minus, minus. And reset it from there. Meanwhile, number 5 Best way to do that one might be actually just put a bonding glyph there. So number 5 wants to, by that point already, at the point where number 2 is dropping it, so right here, you want to be grabbing on the drop, so you move that way. Great, and then you're not doing that, you are moving +1, right, which is going to bond them, and you are going to do plus a second time, and then you're going to reset. Great. Okay. Next, over here then. Number 6 basically needs to rotate them and move them one more minus, one more negative. So after number 4, so number 4 has already dropped right there. So number 6 can pick up. We go negative by 1. Rotate them that way. Pivot them. And then you could probably reset that. And then I think that's not needed. And number 5 can also get pivoted now as well. Okay, meanwhile, number 4. Number 4 needs to grab this one. And this pivots 3 times and then resets. Get rid of that. Great, that's turned that into iron. Number 5, when you did your plus plus, you also need to add a pivot in there. Right, so now this is pivoted and that's pivoted. Now you're bringing that in. This should become copper quite easily now. And the last one from number 4 is not going to go here. It's going to go to pivot minus minus minus. Right, and then you reset. That's fine. That's going to give us tins round here. Meanwhile, copper is coming in there. And at that point, from number 2 dropping it, number 5 is going to grab it. And we're just going to go minus. Whoops. And that should give us 2 plus. There we go. Number 5 has still grabbed it. Number 6 needs to grab it. Okay. Now, what's a little bit of a shame? Oh, have I kind of curved this the wrong way? I sort of have, haven't I? Okay. So number 6 number 6 did a curl this way. It actually wants to go this way. And number 5 did a curl, and actually the curl the other way would be better. And the reason why the curl the other way would be better is because when it's gonna swing around that way and then rotate this way, and that will put it in the correct orientation. Whereas if it curved the other way, when you swing it that way, it's going to be convex rather than concave. So this is going to make a lot more sense in just a second. But yeah, what we need then is number 6 is going to rotate round 3 times. And number 5, which is also that way, is also going to rotate round 3 times. Okay, not quite. We'll get it to pivot that way and then rotate once. It's going to need to pivot anyway, right? So number 5 is actually correct already. Number 6 needs to pivot one more time. Wait, did I get 6 to pivot the wrong way? Oh, no, 6 doesn't need to pivot at all. No, it's 5 that needs to pivot from there. Because now they're the correct way. But if 6 rotates and pivots again, like that, a contra pivot rotate, now they're even lined up with each other. Right? So what we need from here is we need a bonding glyph right there. And we need number 5 to go plus by 1. Brilliant. Brilliant. Now there's no downside to then putting a bonding glyph here. Yeah. But this is actually pretty close. So you release... no. 5 releases. And you go negative. Brilliant. That's great. Right. So now we're going to need to do the push and pull. The push and pull part of this. Which is annoying because number 5 is kind of in the way, so we need number 5 to be like to go right the way back, to be fair. Wrong one. Okay. Because if we step this back 1, 2... No, we can step this back 2? Which is enough, actually. It only actually needs to be stepped back 1 from here, doesn't it? So number 6 needs to go minus, plus plus. And then we're going to release, because the next thing you're going to do, plus plus drops it here, because the next thing you're going to do is you're going to go minus, 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 grab it, plus plus, drop, plus plus, grab, minus, 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 reset. Does that do it? We will see. Boom. Right. And this is always the part of the stream where we can really catch up on the chat, right? Oh yeah, we're hype. Oh no, we collided. Ah, I didn't even have enough time to put my hype in. Wait, what happened? What happened? So that's fine. Yeah. Oh, it just bounced here. Wait, I said before that number 5 needs to go all the way over to one side. There we go. Now we're all good. Hype, hype. So, Dark Flow. Changes are afoot, you say. Anything you're comfortable talking about, or not for today? Ah, shoot. No good. Oh, it's close though, isn't it? It's close, it's close. Number 6, can we pull it in and then push it out? Is that something we can do? Yeah. Can we retract, rotate, extend? Will that do it for us? Move to the other side of the country to live alone for the first time in your life. Oh, congratulations. What an adventure. I remember the first time... So, yeah, I certainly remember the first time I moved away from home. Pretty personal, though. You don't want us to do the conversation so far. Okay. Okay, no, I respect that. I respect that. Oh, arguably, that time was even worse. Wait, we brought it in and brought it out. Okay, let's step through. Yeah, no, that's definitely not going to work. Okay, can we bring it in? Rotate, rotate. Oh, yeah, okay, we can't rotate it yet there. That's no good. No, no, no. It needs to be something like... Grab it. Can we go in first? Right, if we go in, rotate, rotate, get that rotate in. Something like that? No, not quite. Unless we can delay you. Because we're not really in a rush to wait for you. That's pretty slick. That's pretty slick. Let's try that. Oh, okay, okay. You meant in the sense that it's not too interesting. No, that's fair. But I mean, it's a big kind of life milestone, right? Like, I certainly remember the first time I chose to actually live in a flat alone. And it's... I had a great time. I was very nervous about it because I wasn't sure whether I would feel... we've missed a thing. We've missed a bond. We need bonds down the middle here. Well, that's no good. But I tell you what we can do. We're just going to move it down here, and that will still do it, right? That should still work. It just means an extra cycle. Yeah, I wasn't sure how I would react. Having always lived with housemates and flatmates and whatever, I wasn't 100% sure. I don't think anyone ever is 100% sure how they're going to feel actually living alone. But yeah, I actually really enjoyed it, and I ended up living on my own for... Whoa, what was it, like 2013 till about 2018, about 5 years I was living in that flat. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. I tell you what though, like, your your standards definitely drop after a while though. I certainly started by keeping the flat relatively clean. That's not how it ended by the time we were 5 years down the line. Because there comes to a point where you realise that you don't really get visitors that much, so nothing really matters. which makes it sound like I was like a proper slob when I lived on my own, which I don't think was the case. But yeah, it's definitely different than when you're actually living with people. This is looking pretty reasonable. Okay, great. Oh, no, I accidentally hit open. X, there we go. Okay, 3 more here. Shall we have a look at lubricating filament? We are trying to make another infinite. This repeating pattern is 5 tins and 5 waters. Okay. That doesn't feel too bad. That doesn't feel too bad. I'm going to start by building a little snake, and then we're going to add a 2, and then we're going to add a 3 to it. And I don't know, maybe there's going to be a complication down the line, but we'll see. Getting just 2 atoms as your reagents, that's a nice thing to see, for sure. So, we are going to grab you, and we're going to go here, and then we're going to grab this, and we'll just make a little snake. So, just need to go something like that initially, right? Grab minus here, reset, grab, and then you're going to do a minus reset. Yeah, easier to do it as a minus minus, right? Minus minus, reset. So it's going to make the first one, but we don't want it to be the first one. We want it to kind of go up, yeah? So pivot it that way so that it goes up here, and then we're going to grab this. Yes, that's correct. Grab it. Minus minus reset. And again, except this one needs to pivot the other way. And then it's, I think that. Well, that's not ideal. We can, of course, do it that way round instead. And then maybe that's easier. So grab minus minus. And then I think it's the same. Yep. Excellent. So that is that section all done already. Yeah, so let's take... I'm just trying to think of the best place to place this, because we sort of don't want it on one side or the other, do we? I mean, I suppose if you're going to have it any side, it's this atom that it wants to be bonded to. But you could have something like... Yeah, you could have something like, okay, well at this point we're just going to rotate it round twice. And then... Oh, no, but this is going to be infinite though. We don't want it to like be flinging the entire... Oh, no. We're just making the repeating... We're just making the repeating part at the moment. Sorry, let's get that right out of the way. Yeah, that hasn't really helped me. Maybe just rotating it once. Right, because we want 2 here, which we could do with a glyph of bonding like there, I think it was. No, not quite there. And we can pop 2 here, and then we'll rotate it back. So let's grab something like... Yeah, put another glyph of bonding here. So grab, rotate it twice, and reset it, and grab it, and rotate it once, and pivot it twice, and rotate it, and reset it, something like that. There you go, that's in the correct spot now. X. Right, yeah, well that's going to be a bit of a problem coming in. Yeah, quite right. So maybe we just want a track that crosses instead. Get rid of all of that. Like, we'll have the blue one over here. And we sort of just want to grab two of these and just have them over here, right? So if we just sort of grab a track, and it's a glyph of bonding like there is where we're shooting for. If we were to have grabbed something like, and this, no, that does get hit as it swings. Oh, tell you what, this is, well, as with all of these puzzles, to be fair, are trickier than they look, right? But number 2, we're going to do a grab, and we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Reset, grab. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's plenty of time to be able to get it out of the way. So keep moving it here. Because where it needs to be, at this point here, is something like there, yeah. And now, at this point, when this rotates, this can now go negative. Actually, it can't do it from that one, can it? It needs to be sort of further back. Like, we kind of need to go here and here, isn't it? More like that. Great, and that's the first one. So number 2 kind of needs to just kind of go release, minus, minus, and then stay out of the way. We then want, so we want 3 of these to come, be bonded together sort of down here somewhere, and then have an arm come and join those together, which could in fact be over there, right? This could move 1 further. And actually it needs to be 2 further. Well, I tell you what this one could do. We could go here, rotate, grab it. Yeah, and then push it 1 and go negative. Yeah, that's going to move it into a spot where that can bond there. It could also move it into a spot where we could put a glyph here as well, which is kind of nice. Because then we just need one, two, three. Yeah. So release it and swing round and then reset so that you're out of the way. And whatever arm is doing these three needs to just bring it in at that point. So what we're going to do is we will have a piece like here, I guess, and one there. So you put it there, spin it that way. Yeah, I don't think it will fit there because of how this tin is going to swing. Yeah, we're not going to fit one there because of how the tin swings. So yeah, you're going to want to have it that way round. And we'll have a track here. So number 3, grab, swing, minus, reset, and it needs to be after this one has gone. Perfect. And the next one is a grab. And then probably a minus and a pivot that direction. Yep. So that's going to move it that way. Needs to be minus minus, doesn't it? Minus minus and a pivot, and then here it's a grab minus. And at this point we could then worry about how this track is going to go here. So we were there holding this. Where we want to be is here extending it. Yeah, so we're going to go minus, 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 extend. Not quite. We've got to wait for the extend. We've got to wait for the extend. It's something like there. Ooh, it's close, it's close. It's there. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Because number 3 can now also be the track. Can't it? Nah, I mean, it doesn't have to be, of course. So number 1 at this point I think we could just reset then. I don't think we need an extra thing. And number 3 might want to have a reset as well. Because all we need is an arm that pulls that back too, comes and grabs it and pushes it. And number 3 has got sort of resetting to go and do, doesn't it? I mean, number 3 doesn't have a huge amount of spare time to be... I mean, I don't know. It's kind of an interesting thought, right? Because there's this extend which sort of naturally happens. You could have a bond here and a bond here. And then it's almost like you could almost start number 3 from here, pushing it that way. Or rather, yeah. Number 3 could start by going grab plus plus minus minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Doesn't quite work, but yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I've got these resets in here, which are not going to work now, of course, but 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then that goes in there. But then when you've got grab, rotate, yeah, that just needs to be release, rotate, plus grab, minus, minus. Yeah, okay, so then that just needs to be release, plus, plus. That's it, right? And then we don't even need to wait for the extend, because it's just there. So does that work? Okay, well you didn't grab it, right? Why didn't you grab? That's strange. Plus, grab. Oh, it's because you've already grabbed. Right. You didn't release. Okay, so this whole thing needs to go, like, one further over. Okay. This is going to be wild if this works first time. It's close. I think it's because it's one... Is it because it's one out? It was resetting too early. Yeah. That's actually a real problem, isn't it? How is number 2 going to get back to the start? Number 2 needs to wait for... Oh, yeah, no, that's terrible. Okay. This is kind of part of that problem. So we're going to get rid of all of that. And instead, you're all going to move back to here. And now you need an extra gap, don't you? Wait, it's that one, yeah? Right. Because what actually needs to happen is, at this point... Yeah, at this point we just need an arm here. So get rid of all of that. Number 4. Yeah, number 1 needs to reset at that point. And you also need to reset number 3. Number 4 needs to grab and go plus, plus. Yeah, it's grabbing this one and then go minus, 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 minus. And this track needs to go down to there. And that might do it. That might do it. Let's give it a go. No. No, 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 no. Right. We're very close. We're very close. You got to grab it and pull it back twice. Right. But then we need to release it. We need to release it. We need to go back a further 2 to grab it by the tin. Yeah, and then we're going to go plus, 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 plus. Okay, maybe that. So we pull it back twice. Then we're going to grab the tin. Yeah, we're going to go 2 further. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 actually, rather. Okay. Hey, Souffle in the chat. How are you doing? Good to see you. Souffle, for everyone who is unaware, is the amazing artist who is responsible for these emotes, as well as the new style of thumbnail that we are experimenting with on the YouTube videos. And if you would like Souffle to do any art for you, there is where you can find her. Number 2 went and collided in a way that's uncool. So wait, why did number 4 not grab this, right? Number 4, it grabbed this. Oh, it's because I'm going to be pushing it too. But that's no good. I mean, it's no good anyway, because number 1's actually in the way, in any case, because the reset pulls it in before it rotates it away. So this reset actually needs to be a much, much harder, right, plus, plus, plus reset. Okay. Can number 4... Can number 4 go plus 3 times? So we've pushed it twice. Why are you... No, don't do that. Don't do that. You need to release it. So number 4 is going to push it twice and release it. We're going to push it 3 times. Yeah. Push it 3 times and release it. Oh, but then we're going to be out of sync because it's actually... Oh, I kind of hate this part. Right. So number 4 is going to grab the previous solution. And it's going to pull it back, bond it there. Bond it there. Yeah. And it's still got it, but now it's looking at tin, not lead. But it's, sorry, now it's looking at tin, where usually that would now be water. So, I mean, can it literally go all the way? Can it literally just go, push it all the way back, make it go 5? Because that's going to be pushing it. No, it's going to be pushing it way too far. If we grab it, okay, what if we do what if we just do both movements, yeah? So we do plus plus and then go minus 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 minus. So 1 2 3 4 5 6. So plus plus and then 1 2 3 4 5 6. So that puts the water here if there was a water there to begin with. But if there isn't, what you do is you release it and you go plus 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 plus. So 1 2 3 4 5 6. 6, which I think is, no, it's got to be 7. Grab it. And then go 1 2 3 4 5. Okay. Alright, we'll try it that way around now. There are no prizes for elegance here. Oh, we got the wrong number of moves. This number 2 arm has proven to be a little bit of a problem, hasn't it? Okay. Every subsequent loop should be easier than that. We'll just make it 2 steps longer. It's fine. More steps. When in doubt, more steps is the way to solve it, yeah? That looks like it's now working. Okay, excellent. So, Souffle, how is your autumn treating you so far? Good on area, blown it on cost, but that is quite alright. Okay, let's have a look at Resonant Crystal. Going well, very excited with the uni projects to come. Well, that's great. Right, so we want to make 3 zigzags, which are all the same as each other, and then bond them to one piece in the middle. So we will have one bit that's making zigzags. And that feels like something like this, with something like this, and, you know, something very similar to what we've been building before, and that's going to sort of zigzag out like that. So let's try grab, minus, minus, reset. Grab, minus, minus, spin it, reset, minus, minus, spin it that way, reset. No, we need a double spin. Yeah, you gotta do something like that. Ah. It's got to be done. Ooh, yeah. We're going to do it this way instead. Right. So, it's grab, rotate, extend, reset. Grab, rotate, extend, spin it. Grab, rotate, extend, spin it that way. That's the sort of shape we're trying to make. Yeah, cool. Alright. And then we'll take those. And we will replicate that. And that has made us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we want 6 on a zigzag. Great. And we'll get rid of one of them. Perfect. Now what we need is we need bonding glyph there. You extend it and then reset it. And we will grab something here. And this is long enough to be able to grab it from the middle. Yeah, it is. It is. So you here, grab it from here. And we're going to try and drop it in here. So, number 2. Oh yeah, so that's going to repeat. And we'll repeat it again. Meanwhile, number 2 is going to go grab, spin it. And then that's all that's needed there until you release it here. And then you're going to just pivot it round twice. And then just pivot it round twice again. And then once that one is done, we're just going to go here, here. try and do something like that. Let's see. No. No, that already went wildly wrong. When you extend this, it's this atom that needs to be bonded. And it needs to be bonded in that direction. So it's there, actually. Cool. Otherwise, I think we're still fine. Okay. We want to swap the position of these. Yeah. And this one is going to go in. It's going to be just before. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fine then. So it's going to pivot and then you're going to rotate it back. And then that, we need something like there. Okay. Oh, that looks like it might almost work. Oh, this might actually do it. Ah. Oh, not quite. Not quite. It's pretty close though, isn't it? Pretty close. I tell you what, it'll be even closer if we do that. Yeah, and then move this an extra one out. That'll be even closer then. Oh no! Ah, you didn't do it right. You didn't do it right. Wait, hang on. No, you need to move that like there, and then, yeah, you need an extra move. Al Pico, welcome to the chat. How are you? How have you been? Not seen you in a little while. Yeah, not bad. You know, settling in for some cozy autumnal vibes, you know. Halloween is right around the corner. That reminds me, I need to sort out a Halloween. I need to sort out a Halloween costume for my daughter. Hadn't thought about it. This one particularly feels like it needs to be number 1 that swings down and then back in. And do you know what? That actually wouldn't be bad for all of these. You know, rather than going outwards, the bin bag trick. This is something I'm unaware of. Yeah, so I thought, you know, because when you've got little child, there's so many cool things you can do, but they do require a certain amount of prep. Like, oh man, I'd love to dress her up like an Ewok or something. That'd be awesome. Shove her in a bin bag, say she's a vampire. That's amazing. Your mother is very industrious. Yeah, the problem is, like, we as a family only take Halloween somewhat seriously, let's say. It's not like we take it super serial, so I don't know. Before I extend this, is there enough room? Wait, but I've already rotated it. So I'm rotating it that way first, and then we're extending it in. Could I... Could we rotate it and then extend it? Like, does that actually change the ability of this to complete? Because the problem is it's got a lip that's preventing it to... No, that's not really... Yeah, that's not really the one. Unless we do it like too earlier. Can I do it even earlier than that? Probably not. Oh, the only other option is... Oh no! Phew. The only other option is to do it one later. And it's close now, but it does an extra bond, which is definitely not what we want. Oh, well, and also, actually, that extra bond's going to be in all of them, isn't it? Yeah, no, that's all wrong. That's all wrong. You love Halloween, being a creative. No, yeah, that's fair, that's fair. I think it's something that I would love... I'm very... When it comes to that sort of costumes and art and things like that, I care too much about the outcome, and I don't like the creative process. And I think to be a really great artist, and this is totally an unqualified opinion because I know absolutely nothing about this as a subject, but it feels to me like if you're going to put the effort in, you would have to enjoy it to be able to put the effort into it. Like, I would love, like what you say is absolutely true, family photos, Alpico, would be amazing, right? Let's have like some Star Wars themed family photos. I love looking at like TikToks of Comic-Con and stuff and going, oh wow, those cosplays are so great. You know, who wouldn't love to dress up as one of their favourite characters for the day? But I don't enjoy the creative process of creating something like that. And I think if you're going to do something like a cosplay or like a really intricate Halloween costume, you have to enjoy the creation of it. It can't just be about the outcome at the end of it. Otherwise, you're going to be really unhappy because you're going to spend all of this time. And you're also sort of setting yourself up for disappointment as well if something goes wrong or something like that. And maybe that's possibly a character flaw of mine, I think. Yeah. Thank you very much, Alpico. I've got a cool way of thinking about it when it comes to puzzles, relaxing to watch. That is what I strive for, you know. I mostly, you know, we're doing cozy puzzles and cozy vibes. I did just start today, I think, was the first episode. Let me just check. I think it was first episode today was Ender Lilies, which someone recommended to me as being a bit like Hollow Knight, and I loved Hollow Knight. And literally, I'm about 2 minutes into the game and I'm like, yeah, this is not cozy vibes at all. This is definitely something a bit different. I'm going to ditch that bit because we want to have... I'm going to do a sneaky trick to take these and take a copy of these. Oh no, that was an accident. I need to move these into the right spot. Because it's only the last one that actually needs modification. Oh, get rid of you. Now I've overshot. Now I've gone too far. There you go. You're all going in there. You're going in there. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I might have only copied 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I need the 6th one. Although the 6th one's the one that's going to need modification. Okay, cool. And you can get binned. Oh no, I haven't corrected this yet. Wait. You need to swap round. Or is it... Yeah, you need to move forward first. And then we're going to repeat that, and that's all fine. And we're going to go from here. Okay. No. No, you need to extend first. Then rotate. It's very, very close now, though. Very, very close. Let's just move these out of the way. Because I think if we rotate again... Yeah. I think we just need to rotate again. And then when this comes down... Okay, it doesn't actually need to go back away. When this comes down... That can rotate back. And I think it's going to do something like that. Not quite. It's got to rotate back first. Oh, and that's it. I think that's going to do it then. Hype's in the chat. As a reminder, whilst we're all here, you should all check out the YouTube channel. And do you know what? That's just not right, Souffle. Here we go. I will gift you a sub because it's only right that you should have access to the emotes that you drew, right? Okay. I'm thinking we've got one more puzzle. I think we've got one more puzzle in this section. That's the idea. Oh, and Alpico has gifted a sub to K5 Josh. Legally, I have to match that gift. Oh wow, fair enough. Fair enough, Alpico. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for gifting a sub there. Oh, Jack WK has gifted a sub to Nightbot. Wait a minute. No, Nightbot shouldn't be able to receive subscriptions. Oh no. Oh, sorry, Jack. I tell you what, like, is there a way that I can refund that? Because Nightbot is literally just my bot. Oh, you picked him! Well, there we go. Oh dear. Well, this is great. This is great. I mean, you know, I think that like Souffle, if there was a way that I could just, you know, give you access to the emotes, because I think it's very strange that the artist tag, right, of which I think I can give away like 3 of them or 4 of them or something like that. But, you know, I think it's really strange that the artist tag on a... Oh, thank you very much for the cheer, Jack WK. Oh, that's brilliant. Thank you. But yeah, I think it's really strange that the artist tag doesn't give you access to the emotes. You know, because you drew them, right? Thank you very much for the cheer, Jack. Okay. Last puzzle on this section. Dark Flow, on that note, it's getting late. You have to go now. Have a nice evening. Thank you very much, Dark Flow. You have a nice evening too. Oh yes, check out, if you are not familiar, we have a Discord. You should check out the Discord. Great way to chat between streams and also make suggestions on the stream for items in the soundboard that you want, or, you know, other things. Suggestions on how I can improve the stream. Complain at me about the audio mixing and the fact that the, you know, microphone sounds like I'm inside a church, or, you know, whatever's on your mind. But also suggestions for next games we might play. And I've been mulling over, you know, we are, I think, now like 10 episodes into Opus Magnum. And I think we might take a break for a couple of weeks. Maybe do a little palate cleanser for a couple of weeks, come back for the next few. You think it should be an option for sure, but maybe not on by default. Yeah, I would agree, Souffle. I would agree. Thanks for this nice night, Beats. Being alone, what would I suggest? What would I suggest? You'll stay a little bit longer for that discussion. Oh, for what I might play. Oh, I mean, like I'll probably just like chat about it in the Discord over the next couple of days. But I don't really have anything in mind. I was thinking maybe, you know, something as trivial as an escape room game, like something that only takes a couple of hours to play. Someone in the YouTube comment section did suggest something like Abzu. I know Linelith literally only takes about an hour to play, so that would make for a very short stream. But yeah, so I was just thinking, you know, because we've been on this game now for 2.5 months, something like that. So I was thinking, and also with the harder levels, we get fewer puzzles done per session as well. So the remaining 5 pages in the journal is probably actually going to be another couple of months of streaming. So I think maybe a short break for this game. But let's chat about it in the Discord. Let's chat about it in the Discord. Linelith is really good, you say? Oh, well, okay. Well, we'll make that one a... Well, we'll certainly put that one on the shortlist. I know someone was suggesting Abzu, you know, something short, something that we can do in like a week or 2, or even just like 1 session. You know, something like the Looker. The Looker was great fun, and we did it in 1 day, didn't we? Transmutes 2 atoms of the same metal into a single atom of the next higher form. I will see you soon, Darkflow. The Looker is brilliant. The Looker was great fun. I had a great time streaming the Looker. Good night to you, Darkflow. Right. We need 2 atoms of silver, because we're going to need gold on that. Then we have 6 fire atoms and 6 salt atoms, so we're not looking at repeating loops. It's just 2 of these will make everything we need for here. So that's good. We're not looking at repeating loops. We're not looking at disposing of any spare byproducts, which is very handy. On the other hand, though, we have to break all of these bonds, put the salt and the fire somewhere, whilst we then make the gold. And so it might be the easiest thing. Oh, first time chatter, K5 Josh. Thanks for the gifted sub. That's well, I'm sure Alpico is very grateful for the thanks, K5 Josh, and thanks for joining the chat. Although, you know, as I've said before, lurkers very welcome. You know, you do not have to chat to me. It's all fine. I'll be here regardless. Okay, what we could do. You could make. You could make little snakes of fire, salt, yeah? You could do... But you need... There's 3 of them, isn't it? So you could do... Fire... Yeah, you could do salt, fire, salt, fire, salt, fire. You could try and make that, and then drop the gold into the middle of it, and then stick a second half on it. That's probably a terrible way to do it, but we could give it a go. We'll give it a go. Right. So, first thing, glyph of breaking. And probably doing it that way makes the most sense, so that we can rotate it and the fire comes out and the salt comes out and so on and so on. Okay. We're then going to have a glyph of bonding. We're almost certainly going to want a track. We'll take a piston arm. And this piece is going to be sort of occupying these here. So what we'll do is we'll take our piston arm from around about here and start working it from that angle, I think. We want a reasonable amount of distance with it, just simply because we are going to be like snaking it around. So, and then number 1, we're then going to put on a track. Yeah, we're going to put number 1 on a track, like going this way. So, the first thing we're going to be picking out is a fire, and that's going to be this fire here. And the fire just needs to go grab, grab over. So, number 1 is going to do a grab, a here, and that's it. That's going to do the thing. And then number 1 is going to rotate occasionally. K5 Josh, you've been watching VODs mostly. Stream time's not very conducive for me personally. Enjoying Riven a lot. Riven is great. Riven's great. I was a little nervous on episode 1 because I've only ever played, except for like when I was a child and whatever, point and click adventures, you know, like never really played Myst except when I was like very, very small, and I never really did very much of the point and click adventure genre as an adult at all. Then I played Myst 2021 and I loved it, and then we went straight into Abduction, and I'm like fully sold now on Cyan World's philosophy of, hey, we don't do locks and keys, you've got to like work out the codes and the clues, and you're going to do, you know. And I thought that was great. And I thought, okay, right, everyone says Riven. Like, some people say Riven is the best puzzle game that's ever been made, right? Which is like, okay, fair enough. Like, best puzzle game that's ever been made. People talk about Portal, they talk about Portal 2, some people talk about The Witness, some people say Riven, you know? And I think there's not... I don't think it's a short list, you know. There aren't that many puzzle games that if you were to ask random people, they would say that one's the greatest of all time. That isn't like what everyone would sort of agree on. But yeah, but I was a little bit nervous going into it because it's got such a reputation, and I was like, well, what if I like play this and I don't like it, you know? Especially given how old it is, especially given that I've never really played a point-and-click game, because Myst and Abduction, the remakes were just 3D immersive puzzlers, right? Like, I'm coming to this genre having played games like Outer Wilds, Tunic, The Witness. Having exploration is part of, you know, what I'm used to from the genre. But do you know what? It's really good. It's really good. Like, to say it holds up, I think would be a bit of an understatement. Like, I'm genuinely really enjoying it. I had such a great time in yesterday's stream playing it, and the comment section on YouTube is so nice and so supportive as well. And yeah, the Myst community seems like it's full of like really nice people, to be fair. You've only played Myst when you were like 12 and you barely worked out Starter Island, haven't gone back to it, probably should considering how good it's supposed to be. Yeah, I think that's a lot of people's experience of it. Like, I played it when I was a literal child, yeah? Like, it came out when I was 7 years old or something like that. I don't think I played it the year it came out. Like, it would definitely have been when it got ported to Mac, because I had an Apple, like, an Apple whatever it was, the one that was sort of shaped like a pizza box. Yeah, so it's... And I did the thing that I think a lot of children did when they got it, right? Like, I was very impressed by the visuals. I liked the sunken pirate ship, but I looked around the first island, got immediately stuck, and that was it. Like, I never figured out the rotating tower puzzle. And if I were to criticise Myst on one topic, on one point of design, it would be that rotating tower. It would be the fact that there is a bottleneck to progress very, very early on, where all of the clues for 5 of the puzzles that you have are all in the same place, and they all rely on you figuring out the same thing. You got to figure one thing out first, and then you get clues for some other stuff. But if you don't figure out that one thing, you get nothing. You know? Windows 95 PC, so I just played it on that. That's fair. Windows 95. That takes me back. Right, so you are going to grab and you are going to go here. We could literally do it there, couldn't we? Yes. Let's literally do it there. Here and reset. And you're going to grab, but then you're not going to go here. You're going to go plus plus, plus plus, and then this one's going to be a salt next, right? So that's going to be salt. So you are going to need it to go round twice, and then you're going to reset, right? So that's going to put salt here and fire here. Now fire's going to go there, so you're going to grab it, you're going to go plus, right, to move the fire here. That's going to bond the fire to the salt. You want to pivot it that way to get that bond in for the fire. And then the next one that's coming is another salt, so you actually want that to be in line. So all you're going to do is you're going to go plus again and reset. Now you're going to grab this salt. So you're going to rotate it backwards on itself. So you're going to go plus plus, plus plus. You're going to rotate it backwards on itself like that. Now you're grabbing another fire. Oh, reset. Now you're grabbing another fire. You are going to go... the thing is, you've got here salt, and then fire is this way. Yeah, no, this is okay. This is okay. So we're going to go plus 1. Yeah, plus 1 for it. And then you're going to rotate it this way twice. And then go plus again and reset. And then that's going to line you up for this salt here. Grab it. Plus plus. And then we're going to have this in this orientation. And it's all going to be good. Meanwhile... Right, meanwhile, grab, rotate. This is going to do a grab, move, and then release. This one then, probably just a rotate, 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 rotate. And then you just need the final rotate. And I think if we do that, that's going to get... this in this correct orientation. Oh, no, that's good. That's what we want. That's what we want. Oh, so close, so close. But wait, why are you rotating it twice that way when the third salt needs to be... Oh, I think I see it. I think I see it. Yeah, you kind of want it to be... okay. Yeah, what you're going to need here then is you're going to need to release it, rotate minus, grab it, and then you can probably move it. No, now you need to go inwards. Oh, but you also need that bond. Wait, no. Now this is all going wrong now. So yes, you need to spin it like that first. Okay, that's this bit here. Wait, so yeah, we don't need to move it again. We just need to go plus. Yeah, hang on. That's it. So that's all we need there. And that machine is then going to be enough to make 2 halves of this thing. So number 1 and number 2 can now go and make the second half of that. Fine. Meanwhile, number 3... yeah, so I'm going to reset that. And number 1 kind of needs to hand that off to someone else now, doesn't he? So probably just a little rotate. Yeah, do you know what? Number 1 does not need to be on a track. And it also doesn't even need to be... yeah, we're literally just going to move that down here. There you go. So all we need to do here is move it out here and reset. And from here, like a piston arm can grab it and move something like that, and we'll grab the gold from here. And again, I'm not entirely sure that needs to be like that. That could be something like this, yeah? So number 3 can just grab it at its leisure, move around twice, reset. So number 3 is ready to receive the other silver later. Number 1 is going to drop this piece off here. So what do we want? We want to sort of pick it up. Now that probably is where a piston arm's going to come in. Because we need the gold to sort of end up there, but not straight away. We sort of want to grab... where do we want to grab it from? Like, we want to grab the gold and move the gold, say, to here eventually. And that needs to bond with the fire. Just having a quick look at the chat. Tell you what though, as basic as this opinion is, I honestly think the best puzzle game made is Portal 1, close followed by Portal 2. I think there's a strong argument for that. Personally, I think Portal 1 is a better game than Portal 2. And that's mostly to do with its length and the padding that's in Portal 2. Like, those sections in Portal 2 where you are in the basement area, like the really, really old part of Aperture Laboratories, and there is no portalable wall surface, right? Like, you're outside the spheres. Those, yeah, second act, exactly. Those sections, nah. Oh yeah, no, it's still a good game. Sorry, yeah, I mean, I'm talking about it being like, 9 out of 10 versus 10 out of 10. Portal 2 for me is a 9 out of 10 game, if I was being incredibly harsh. I mean, it's a 10 out of 10 game, but I do think Portal's better than Portal 2. I think Portal is a real... Portal 2 is a real... Portal 1 is a really tightly packaged experience. It's about 2.5 hours long. It's, yeah, really great. When GLaDOS becomes a potato, it gets better again. I think Portal 2 relies too much on its comedy? I don't know. Yeah. It's hard to criticise it without sounding unnecessarily harsh because, as you say, it is a very good game. I mean, any criticisms of it are around the peripheries. But, like, for example, I think a lot of your enjoyment of Portal 2 is going to hinge on whether you think Wheatley is funny or not. And if you don't find Wheatley funny, it's probably not going to be a game you will enjoy in the same way as Portal, which, even if you don't find the humour funny, you will probably still enjoy it as a puzzle game in its own right. Yeah, no, I agree, because before you meet back up with GLaDOS, there's a big old section of you wandering around the ruins of this old Aperture Science. Wheatley was insufferable. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, he's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, and yeah, it's just the writing is what it is, right? Like, I think they were under a lot of requirement, let's say, to be as witty and funny as the first game. I think I want to rotate this around this point. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take number 4. I'm going to put it there, yeah. And we're going to pop it on a track. And this isn't going to be the most efficient way to solve this puzzle, but we'll sort of run with it. But basically, when number 1 releases, number 2 is going to grab this, and we're basically going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to spin it right round, and then we're going to sort of wait, because then the gold is going to come out of here at some point. And at that point, we sort of want to pick it up and move it into the thing. So do you know what, actually? Because we can grab this gold if we take this path here. Right, if we go there and then do the next 3, we're ready for when the gold comes out eventually. Yeah. Okay. This is looking like a thing that could work now. This is looking like a thing that could work. Because if we put a bonding glyph here... We're now waiting for this. We can bond it to here, come back here, grab it, spin this around the bonding glyph. Or even, actually, do you know what? We will just... It's kind of weird, because in a way, we've sort of done it the wrong way around. Maybe we don't want to rotate this. Maybe we don't want to rotate this and we don't want to take it all the way up straight away. Yeah? We're going to leave it there. Or leave it even one... no, it is gonna need to go up. Or we just place it over here and don't even worry about it. Oh, I'm sorry, Souffle. I didn't see your message. You Gree or Gris. I have not played it, but I have watched my wife play it. And it's a very nice looking game, for sure. But yeah, she wasn't a huge fan of it. And to be honest, the bits that I saw didn't like make me go, oh my god, I should play it. It's not like... So she's really into the cozy games as well, and she's played like Spiritfarer and stuff. I think Spiritfarer was the last one that I saw her play that I was like, oh my god, I should definitely play that as well. Okay. The reason why I'm thinking this is kind of maybe in the wrong spot is because if we rotate this one back round this way, like it'd be easier to bond it to the bottom first and then move it up out of the way. You'd have to be really engrossed into it. It's a journey, it's a story without words sort of thing. So is it a little bit like Journey? Because that sort of... I don't know if you'd call Journey a puzzler. I suppose maybe it is. Let's... When we grab this one... I'm going to rotate it round here. And then we're going to just move it out of the way. Okay. And the reason for that is I want to put this glyph somewhere more sensible. Once we have the second one. So we're just going to pop it out of the way and forget about it. Probably only need 2 of them, to be fair. Meanwhile, we are going to repeat this section here. Oh well, actually, I can just say 1, 2, repeat, and you repeat from the start, and you kind of need to have. No, well we'll just kind of go from here, yeah. No, why did you do that? No, you need to repeat from here. Okay. So now number 3 at this point needs to grab it and just move it in here. Okay, so number 3 is going to drop it at that point. Okay. Number 4... Okay, number 4 is ready to receive. Number 4 can grab, and we're going to go minus, minus. Doesn't even really need to be minus, minus to be fair, but we'll go minus, minus. Because we will put a bonding glyph here. So you're going to drop that. And then you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Don't need to do all of those. You're just going to go 1, 2, right. You're going to hear 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Grab it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, yeah, okay. You guys all need, like, time delay stuff, don't you? Well, hang on, yeah, it's the fact that these are still ongoing. Okay, get rid of those. Great. So we want to rock that back and forth like this. Right, 1, 2, and then 3, 4, something like that. So we rock that like this, and then we're going to go grab you, rotate you twice. Okay, spin you round, grab, rotate you round at least 3 times. Not quite. Rotate you around twice and then spin you like that, but we should also at least give you something like a plus in there as well. Okay, so you need to you need to spin twice more and then probably rotate again. No, that's too many times. Once more, let's say. I wish there was a way to rotate and pivot at the same time. But yeah, it's... I think we've done one too many again. That's it. That's it. So now we're going to release. We're going to go minus. Grab it. And then you want to rock it like that. And then basically sort of what we need to do is just drop it like here. We'll be fine. 1, 2, 3, drop. Like, I think that would work. You did your first year art book on Journey. That's amazing. I'm afraid I've never actually played Journey. Like, I've seen it, like, it's iconic. There are not very many video games that you could genuinely say are actually iconic, right? But, oh no, something's gone wrong here. Oh, we haven't got these bombs. No. Those bombs aren't in there. Right, hang on a minute. We can fix that. We certainly can fix that, because we can go... Well, right here, for example, we could add a bond. And here we could add a bond, and then we rotate them, yeah? So we add one there, and we add one there, I think. No, one further over. So yeah, so we add those. And that is 2 rotates away, I think it is. Oh, lovely. And that is going to be that. Yeah, that's cool. Like, Journey, there are not very many video games that you could say are actually iconic. But Journey is one of those games that when you see news articles about video games as a medium, Journey is one of those games where the art from that game is often used. But yeah, I've never actually got around to playing it. I think at one point it was a PlayStation exclusive, was it? Like, I don't think it came to PC for a long time afterwards, and I know that there's a sort of online component to it where you meet people online, but it's not obvious they're actually people. Like, it was kind of left as something that you had to work out rather than something that was advertised to you going into it, which I thought was a nice touch. But yeah. It's like when you play Dark Souls and you don't actually know if the red spirits are actually other players who are trying to ruin your day, or whether they are AI. And sometimes it's not even really that obvious from how they fight either, to be fair. Okay, great stuff. Well, that is going to be the end of issue number 3. Issue number 4, we are introducing a brand new element, it looks like, synthesis via alcohol. Oh my god, Sigma's Garden 2? We're getting an upgrade to Sigma's Garden? But no. What we're going to do is we're going to play some Sigma's Garden. Because we're around about 10 minutes away from the end of the stream. And I need to just move myself into the corner so that you have a chance of actually seeing the whole board. We're about 10 minutes away from the end of the stream now, so it's time to wind down and do something a little bit more easy on the mind, let's say. So it's a bit of Sigma's Garden. So we have air here, which would be good. This air blocks this air. Sigma's Garden, I would say, is so good I would almost just play... Well, we are at 88 wins. There's an achievement for getting 100 wins on Sigma's Garden, which I am fully intending for us to get at some point. This water is blocking a water here, so doing that first would seem to make a lot of sense. Now, where is our lead? Our lead is here. Now, this lead blocks a mercury, so we're probably going to want to use this mercury here, yeah? More difficult is going to be this point that... Well, no, actually, as soon as we knock this Vitae off, we get this mercury here, and that will basically eventually give us access to copper once this green one is clear. So let's try those, and those, and those. And that's pretty good progress straight off the bat, right? We do need to get to this lead, so we might be looking at using salt here. So, is there any downside? Well, we've got loads of Moors available to us. So we'll use this mercury here, freeze up that mercury. I don't think there's much downside to using that mercury, but maybe this one to free up this Vitae. How many reds have we got? We've got one red that we can't get to. We've got 4 greens. Oh, we can remove the waters off the board safely, because there were only 2 of those. Let's go with that one. Vitae with you. I think... we need to be a little bit careful that we don't leave those 2 as partnering with each other. So let's take you 2 first. When we clear that, we can get rid of all the reds. And that's both mercuries now available, so we can clear those without worry. Salt. Well, there's the other salt. So I think we can take the salts off with each other, yeah? Great! That is win number 89. Okay, nothing in the outer row this time. We've got 3 fires that can start us off. Which is best? Air here with 3 airs there, so it would be good to knock this one out so you can get this one. That would... Here is iron and 2 Moors. There's a Vitae there, which is going to be needed to open up this Vitae here. This water is going to be a real problem because it blocks both of these waters and all of the other waters around here. So I think, yeah, clearing this Vitae is going to be really important. So actually getting that Moors available will be very beneficial. So let's take out you and you. And we will start this way. Now, lead is there. I have a feeling that we just open up these 2 waters against each other. Because what's our other option? Oh, we're going to get stuck pretty sharpish. Pretty sharpish. I think a salt with this blue. Because then we can use this Moors with this Vitar, which will open up this Moors quite quickly. Where's our final two? It's here and here, which should be achievable. So let's clear those down. Yeah, nice, nice. This is gonna... Oh, we already have a green available to us, which is arguably a better green to clear anyway. Right, so that's most of the water's now gone. Probably this one here. Now, we know we're going to need to use assault against one of these airs at some point. But for now... Ooh, that's a tricky one, that. If I clear this salt here, we can use this mercury, because I think I'd rather use this mercury than this one. Or maybe I'm just being unreasonable there. Because as soon as we move this fire, we'll have access to this mercury anyway. So go on, let's just clear that down. Salt needs to go with a blue at some point anyway. So let's try clearing that. And we'll clear you. Oh no. We're pretty close to being stuck there. We will do salt and green and water, and salt and green has to go next. You guys go. Oh, just about, just about. Okay, great. That is our 90th win. We are 10 wins away from getting that achievement. For now, though, we are at the end of tonight's stream. Thank you all for coming down and hanging out. It's been great fun to see you all. Let's have a look and see who is online right now, and we will go and do a little raid. But first of all, before we look into the raids, I am gonna go and have a... I need to say goodbye to the people on YouTube who are watching in the future. So if you are watching on YouTube in the future, come and join the Discord, because that's a great place to let me know what games you think I should play next week. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Consider liking, consider subscribing. I'll see you guys soon. Bye for now. For those of us on Twitch, for right now, it is probably JRP.